Hello, today we're going to be talking about John Maynard Keynes. So, who was John Maynard Keynes? John Maynard Keynes was born in England in the 1883. He grew up around economics. His father was an economics teacher at Cambridge University in England, and his father sort of taught him about economics, and economics was in his everyday life basically. He was an investor in the stock market, but he became more outspoken and more involved after the 1920s stock market crashed. He created the Keynesian economics theory. John Myers even created a book, The General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money. Uh, it challenged the main economic theory that somehow the economy would self correct itself over time. He also challenged sort of the notion and the speculation that if the government gets involved, it would do more harm than good. Now, what is the Keynesian economics? What is it? It focuses on sort of consumer spending and government spending. So, what do I mean by that? What I mean is the government would put money into the economy, which would eventually allow other people to spend more money. So his whole entire theory is if we were in a recession, um, the government would pump more money to stimulate sort of the economy, and this will in return create people to spend more money. Because typically, when you receive a lot more money, people tend to save half and then spend the rest. And this will sort of cause this effect where you went out, you bought something, which would cause the person that you bought it something from to spend more money. And then it just recirculates. That person spends more money, the other person spends more money, and so forth. And it really sort of took the notion because at this time, many economic theories were that sort of supply influences production, which wasn't true at that time. King, Keynes basically thought that demand influenced production. And his theory is one that kind of is often viewed as the foundation of modern macroeconomics. Now, what are some of the signs of use, the more recent ones? And the biggest one I would say is the stimulus check. Um, as we all know, we've been going through some really hard times, but the government has tried to help us in the way of the stimulus check. And it will also sort of give back to sort of the economy, really, and help try to stabilize it. We've seen this technique used during the Great Depression, during recessions, in order to get out of them a lot faster than what they would originally do. But with the stimulus checks, what it really does is the government pumps out money. So the government gives us money to sort of start to stimulate the economy in the hopes that you will probably save half, but then go out and spend some. Because now you have sort of money to sort of spend instead of keeping it safe and everything like that. because that will ultimately lead to either another Great Depression or a recession. We also see this in sort of the construction nowadays. Because when COVID hit, construction was still going on. Contracts from the government, contracts from different corporations, all these different things, construction continued, which also allowed unemployment to not drop super, super low. The government basically put money into the economy, which allowed workers to spend a little bit more money. Thanks for watching.